Hello everyone, I'm Alfian and today we are going to solve the LeetCode challenge on the challenge number 100 called the same tree. And for this particular challenge, given the root of two binary trees which is P and Q, write a function to check if they are the same or not. Two binary trees are considered the same if they are structurally identical and the nodes have the same value. And for this example one right here, we have the node 1, both node 1, 2 and node 3, with 1 has the property of left and right respectively, and also for the right side also has the property of left and right, just like the left one. Because for the custom class of this 3 node right here, we have the value property, which is the number itself, which is the value inside the bubble right here, and the left property, which is pointing to the node that is positioned on the left branch of the parent node, and also the right property, which is pointing to the right side of the branch. And for the output right here, we have the P node, which is 1, 2 and 3, and the Q, which has the structure of 1, 2 and 3, the parent itself, the left property and the right property. And the output is true. Why? Is because the both parents have the value of 1, and also they are both structurally the same, which is has the left property of 2 and also the right property of 3, and both sub-tree of both 2 and 3. Let me draw this just a moment, but with the highlighter. And we have the node 2, the subtree of node 2, which is the null, and the node 3, which also a null. We have null, and also the same thing on the right side, which is null, and the subtree of both 2 and 3, which is on the left and right side, is also pointing to the null. So hence they are called the similar or the structurally identical. Okay, for the example number 2 right here, we have this slightly different property. As you can tell that the left side has the property of left, but on the right side, which is the Q side, has the property of right instead of the left. So hence the output is considered false. And also the example 3 right here, we have the same parents, which is 1 and 1, but on the left side they are both the different value. They are both have the different values. And on the right side, the same thing. On the P side, the right property contains 1, but the right property of the Q side has the value of 2. Hence the output is false. Okay, so without further ado, let's solve this out. I'm using the TypeScript as our language. If you want to use something else other than TypeScript, then go ahead, I encourage you to do so. And for this function right here, we have the isSame3 function, which is the name of the function itself, and that takes 2 parameters. The first one, which is P, it is possible to be 3 node and also either 3 node or null. And also the Q parameter has the possible data type of 3 node or null, and the expected output is in a form of boolean. Why boolean? Is because we are expecting either true or false onto our answer. And for the first thing, we need to check if both parents, which is both P and Q, both parameters right here, it's also pointing to the head of the nodes of the 3 node. If you notice that the 3 node has the value property, which is the 1 right here, and both have the left property, which is pointing to the node 2, and also the right, which points to the node 3. Okay, so for the first one, we need to check with an edge case, and for this particular challenge, I'm going to use a recursive technique or the recursion technique in order to achieve the challenge itself by creating the first one, an edge case check if both P is null and the Q is also null. If they are the same, denoting by the exclamation mark in front of the parameter or the variable, we need to return true. Why? It's because if you notice that I already drew something after the subnode right here. Let's say we are iterating over the node 2 right here, which is points to the left side of the property on both P and Q. After the node 2, we are checking on the left side and we are checking on the right side. Let's say we are pointing to the left side of the left property of the node 2 right here, and since they are the same, then we need to check if they have the identical value of 2 or the same value between both nodes, which is P and Q. And we can check if both have the value or the node is considered a null, then we need to return 2 because it is still identical. So that is why I'm using the double ampersand notation to denote if they are both the same state. And checking again to the right side, since the right side has the property of null from the subtree, left subtree of 2, and checking on this part, on this state of the isem3 check, if they are null, then we need to return true because as you can see they are both identical, and we need to go up and sense the value of true because we are using the recursion approach. So that is needed in order to solve 3 node challenges. Okay, so for the next one, we need to check if the P, either P or the Q are not identical, or they are, or one of them is considered null and the other one is considered has the value or not null, which has the bubble on either side of them. Then we need to return false. Why? Is because as you can see on the example 2 right here, that is the check that we need to consider because we already handled this on the first one, which is the if they are both null, then we need to return true. But if they are only one of them is considered null and the other one is considered has the bubble, like this one has the circle with the value, let's say this left part and this one left part of the right side of the, which the Q side of the node is null, and then compare against the 2 right here, and this one is already null, then of course they are not identical, so we need to return false. And the same thing also applies on the P, on the right property, which is null, and also checking with the 2 right here. Let me use the blue color with the 2 sub 3 and checking with the null part. Since they are both not identical, then we need to return false instead. That goes up to the recursive call, then we need to return false, and the answer is considered false on that particular test case. Then we need to finally add a check again, an edge case if the value, the p.value is not the same, strictly not equals, using the exclamation mark and double equal signs, with the q with the property of value. If they are not the same, like this one on the example 3 right here on the left side, left property of the p, which is 2, and the the left property of the q sign or the q parameter is pointing to the 1. Since 2 and 1 are not the same, then we need to return false instead. We need to return false. And finally, because we are using the recursive, then we need to return isem3, accessing the isem3 function again, calling the same thing because the recursion, and we are checking the left side on both sides of the p and q. You guess it using the p.left, and the second parameter you guess it using the q.left, and also using the double ampersand signs. Why double ampersand signs? It's because we are checking if one of the sides is returning false. If either side's returning false, then we need to return false to the parent, so the parent will gets the signals that it is already false, and the root will return false, and making the test case, the whole test case will return false. And we need to check isSame3 on the, you guess it, using the p.write with q.write. Why I am using the isSame3 with both parameters exist is because on the function itself of the isSample3 we have both parameters, which is the p and q. It is allowing two parameters inserted into one, so we can check consecutively if they are both the same or not. Okay, so let's run this code to see if it works. And this return statement using the isSame3, since this function will expect a boolean value, then it is either returning true or false. That is the output of the isSame3. And also with the double ampersand signs, it is allowing that if they are both true, then we will return true. If one of them of the isSame3 function call is returning false, then we need, if one of them only either returning true, then the whole thing will be false. And also the same thing, if they are both false, then since it is the double ampersand signs, then it will return false instead. Okay, so looks like we completed it. Okay, so I hope you understand my explanation. If you still don't understand, you can ask me in the comment section, or if you have any better solutions regarding this challenge, tell us what you think in the comment section. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.